Hello and welcome back. In the previous lecture, we prepared a statement showing calculation of contribution per unit profitability when direct labor is the key factor and ranking according to the profitability. Now we know that only 18,600 direct labor hours are available during the period. I also suggested you an exercise in the previous lecture that calculate shortage of labor hours, multiply the budgeted sales units by the requirement of labor hours per unit and compare it with 18,600. The difference is the shortage, and that is the statistical proof that direct labor hours being key factor. Okay, I presume that you have already done it. Now what? Determination of optimal product mix. That is our second step of arriving at the required answer. Direct labor hours available. They are 18,600. According to the ranking, first we should plan to reserve the required number of direct labor hours for product C, because that is the most profitable product and we should try to satisfy the whole demand of product C, and demand given is 1,500 units. So required for product C. Remember, in this statement we need to consider the number of units of maximum possible sales or the demand. Here we should not consider the budgeted number of units. The budgeted number of units should be considered only for calculation of total fixed cost in this type of problems. So number of units are 1,500 and the labor hours per unit required are 2. So out of 18,600, 3,000 hours should be kept as reserve for product C, and now remaining hours available are 15,600. Now according to the first statement, rank 2 has been assigned to product B. That means now we should go for planning of production and sales of product B. If it is possible to satisfy whole demand of B, we should go for that. The demand of B is 5,000 units and per unit requirement of us is 3. So to satisfy the whole demand of product B, we need 15,000 hours, and we have. So required for or requirement for product B, and that is demand or maximum sales potential 5,000 units multiplied by per unit requirement of labor hours 3. So total 15,000 hours are required for product B, and now only 600 hours are available. Only 600 hours. Available for product A. Now the reverse calculation will give us the possible number of units of A, quantity or number of units of A. That is 600 hours divided by 4 hours per unit. That will give us answer in terms of units, and that is 150 units. That means we can produce and sell only 150 units of A. So the optimal product mix or sales mix is product and units. Products A, B and C. Units suggested by us are 150. All 5,000 and all 1,500 units of C. Now let us calculate profit. profit is contribution minus fixed cost. Contribution will be A 150 units into rupees 25. So it will be 3750. B 5000 units multiplied by 24 per unit. So it will be 1,20,000 rupees or 120,000 rupees. C 1500 units into rupees 22, that is 33,000 rupees. So total contribution from the optimal sales mix will be 1,56,750, out of which we have to write off the fixed cost. Total amount of fixed cost, budgeted sales into fixed cost per unit will give us the total fixed cost. Budgeted quantity of A is given to be 1800 in the question, into fixed cost per unit 10, 18,000. B 3000 units into rupees 10, 30,000, and C 1200 units into rupees 10, that is 12,000. So total fixed cost comes to 60,000, and after writing off of total fixed cost 96,750, profit will be available to the firm. This is the maximum possible profit under the situation when only 18,600 direct labors are available. Thank you very much.